I'm holding here an Oculus Go virtual reality headset. We use these headsets as well as the Oculus Quest 2 headsets for allowing learners to have an educational experience. Now, the Oculus Go has since been discontinued, but we still use them and the newer Oculus Quest 2 for learning experiences. These, unlike lots of other headsets which are on the market, are standalone. So that means that you don't have to slip in a phone or anything of that sort. It doesn't have any cables. Essentially, everything is just contained on the headset. The Oculus Go headset comes with a controller, one controller, but the Oculus Quest 2 has two controllers. So it allows you much more control and it allows you to manipulate things much more. So this one is a basic entry-level device, but the manufacturers have since discontinued this, focusing more on the headsets with the two controllers, which are more advanced. So we're going to have an educational experience. I'm going to go through a couple of educational experiences. One is going to be on chemistry, another one's going to be on mathematics. Maybe we'll get into a game or so that you just get an appreciation of what's going on inside the headset. So I'm going to put on the headset. I will just fold these back and then pull over the strap. Okay, make sure that it's sitting comfortably. It can be a bit difficult to orient this because if you don't sit it properly, the picture will look blurred. So I'm inside the headset, and in a moment I'll give you a view of what I can see. So now you can see exactly what I can see. So I'll just adjust that because it's a bit blurred. So you can see there is a panel with different applications. So we're going to start with chemistry, and we're opening Mal Chemistry. So this is an immersive experience. What that means is that I cannot see what's around me. I can only see what's inside of the headset. So I'm virtually in another space. Okay, up here you can see we've got, we're in the physics section and it's showing us some lessons on gas laws. I want to go to all lessons, and then you can see we've got a whole lot of lessons up there. If I click that arrow, it's going to take me to another set of lessons and so forth. We're going to start at the very beginning. We're going to start with atoms and solids. So I'm going to click on that lesson to get started.
Welcome to the MEL Virtual Laboratory, where you can see the invisible. Today, you will use our virtual microscope for the first time. We will start with a diamond. This diamond is called the Kohinoor. It was found in India about 1,000 years ago. People estimate its value to be over $1 billion. Let's look inside. Ready to dive? We will zoom in. Each cell you see is 10 times smaller than the one before. We need to zoom in about 1 billion times. That's 9 zeros after a 1. And now we see these small particles that our diamond is built of. They're called atoms. Further on, we will show atoms smaller than their real size to let you see their arrangement better. However, in real life, atoms in solids touch each other. Also, they don't stay still. They are constantly vibrating. Let's switch time on. Ready, steady, go. All matter is built of atoms that are constantly moving. In solids, like our diamonds, they vibrate.
Okay, so you've got an idea of what's happening there. We're going to exit this application. There's not much interaction there, but as you go along, you'll find that there are some questions that do pop up. So you do a bit of a quiz. We're going to get into a mathematics application after class. And I love this one because it's mathematics and very few people enjoy mathematics, let alone playing math games. So this one is great because it's very engaging. and it's very basic mathematics. Okay, you may need to adjust the straps as you use this device. Make sure you're comfortable because it can sit a bit uneasy. So there we go. I'm going to play. And essentially what's happening is I've got a math problem. And that's our math problem, 3 plus 4. And we need to look for the answer all around us. Once we found the answer, we point at it and click on it. And then another math problem comes up. And simply that's how we're going through the game. So I'll go through it as quickly as I possibly can. Simple enough. And that's mathematics for you. Right, we'll just do one last experience before we end this explainer on virtual reality. Now this one is going to be an immersive game. It's the first virtual reality experience I ever had, and it's called the Turning Forest. So with this application, this experience, you are pretty much just viewing it as if you would view a movie or any other experience of that sort. So you're just moving your controller around, not pressing anything, just experiencing the 3D experience. So to get started, we're going to click on those.
It happened in the autumn forest, where the trees constantly shed copper-coloured leaves, and there's always a chill in the air. Amelia and I loved it there. It was heaven for our 8-year-old selves. Miles and miles of space to run around, trees so tall and wide that we could chase each other and never be found.
Let's catch it!
When we were there, we became Imogen and Amelia, princesses of the autumn forest. Except one day, when Amelia ran off without me. That was the first time I saw it.
Amelia!
It appeared as if from nowhere, staring at me. I faced it, looked at its gigantic black saucer-shaped eyes. I did the only thing I could think of. I stared back.
Hello?
And I swear it smiled at me. Because its crooked mouth opened to show long, thin, spiky teeth. And music came out. Music like I had never heard before. As if its teeth had transformed into a beautiful stringed instrument. The thing was a cross between an elephant and a camel, but 3 times the size, and it had 4 humps and webbed feet. It was deep, and I couldn't swim. And that water was dark and dirty, and I knew if I returned home with my clothes ruined, I would be in big trouble. And then something extraordinary happened. It lowered itself before me, gracefully, and it stared at me as if to say, "Come on, climb up." I couldn't believe it. The elephant camel with webbed feet and music for a smile was swimming with me on its back. Fish jumped out of the water and birds sang.
Okay, so that's where we're going to end that experience and quit. Okay. So, with the virtual reality headsets, you are literally immersed in another space. It's a virtual reality. So it's a virtual world. And with these standalone headsets, essentially you have no restriction. You can move around as you saw me do. Unfortunately, with the Oculus Go, it doesn't give you so many degrees of freedom. So while I can turn around to see what's going on in the virtual space, it doesn't allow me to engage with the experience by moving in different directions. But that is achieved with the Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2. We do have a few Oculus Quest 2, so you're able to get an appreciation of that. We use these primarily for educational purposes, such as with the Mal Chemistry, teaching chemistry, with the after-class math for teaching mathematics, and a whole lot of other experiences. We're also in the process of developing our own virtual reality experiences, which will allow you to experience locations across Zimbabwe and also just immerse yourself into other kinds of spaces. But that's to come in the future. At the moment, we are using lots of third-party applications which are available through the Oculus Go and Oculus Quest stores, as well as from other developers. So that's virtual reality for you.